And please welcome to the stage, Mhairi Morris!
Andy, it is on. It is so on. Just wait till we get home tonight. And not in a good way. No, we'll be playing chess. And I'll be using the garden chess pieces. And you'll be getting 2 bishops tonight. 1 in each ear. Good evening. Oh, I should have put a tenor lady on tonight. Good evening. My name is Mhairi. That's Mhairi with a V, spelled Mhairi, or however the hell you want to spell it, because frankly, no one ever gets it right. I mean, as a kid, my parents didn't even give me a chance, did they? It's a good job I'm not dyslexic. You spell it how? MH what? It's Gaelic for Mhairi, Mhairi, and in Gaelic, much like in Welsh, we're not too fond of vowels and a little bit too fond of consonants. In fact, in Scotland, we have our own version of countdown. It's called Countdown. Had to be a little bit careful how I said that there. Sorry, Mum. Can I have a consonant, please, Carol? Yes, that's T. And another consonant, please. Yes, that's W. And I'd like a vowel now, please, Carol. No, you bloody can't. You can have another consonant. In fact, you can have all consonants and you can make a bloody word out of it. What the hell do you need a vowel for? I realise I've just made Scottish people out to be a bunch of angry savages, and we're really not. Well, not all of us anyway. Although I do know one guy who likes to use the F word as a conjunctive. Every other word in his sentences. F this, F that. Oh, but don't judge me. No. In Scotland, absolutely anything can be fried. In addition to your standard deep-fried fish, deep-fried chicken, you can also have a deep-fried Mars bar. Why anyone would want to is beyond me. You can even have deep-fried pizza. Pizza! As if pizza doesn't have enough grease in it already. I mean, is it any wonder that in the west coast of Scotland, we've got the highest rates of cardiovascular disease? In fact, we'd be quicker just cutting our arteries open and spreading lard directly in there. Just cut the middleman out, you know? I've always had a bit of an interest in health and disease, and when I was little, I wanted to grow up and become a scientist. I'm still waiting. To grow up, that is. I am a scientist. I do cancer research. Yes, thank you. How very noble. It's not really. I basically play about with a bunch of cells in a petri dish and see what happens. Or as Andy likes to call it, playing God. Aye, that's about right. I mean, he says it in jest, but what he doesn't realise is that I perform miracles on a daily basis. And today's miracle is going to be if we're still a couple at the end of the night. Shouldn't have called me boring, should you, Morris? When people find out what I do for a living, they tend to ask questions, which is great. Sometimes I get some really intelligent, intuitive, insightful questions. Other times, not so much. Hey, Andy, like that time you came into the lab with me and you went, "Can I come in? Is it safe? Is it clean? Is it safe?" I mean, this coming from the man who uses the world as his own personal urinal. I mean, it's here to here. Well, actually, he's quite tall, so probably here to here. But still, like, how do you miss that? So he says, "Is it safe to come in?" I said, "Yes, of course it's safe to come in. It's a room." "Well, am I going to catch cancer?" No, you can't catch cancer. It's far too fast. But my all-time favourite is this. When people say, "I've heard that the big biotech firms actually already have found a cure for cancer, but they're not telling anyone because it would put them out of business." What a terrible thing to suggest, that we'd be holding back the cure for cancer. I should have said at the beginning, actually, tonight I'm being sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline. Definitely not harbouring a secret cure for cancer. One thing that does annoy me a little bit, though, when people say, "Oh, I've read an article in a newspaper," and I'll say, it could be anything like, I don't know, red wine can help reduce your risk of breast cancer. And I'll say, "Oh, that's really interesting. Where did you read that?" Oh, it was in the Daily Mail. Oh, well, it must be true then if it was in the Daily Mail. I mean, if the friggin' Daily Hate published it, I mean, it is the gospel according to Nigel Farage. So do you know what I like to do? I like to counter with this. I say, did you know they did a long-term study of Daily Mail readers and charted their progress over the course of several months and monitored and saw that there was a correlation between regular Daily Mail reading and a drop in IQ levels by an average of 45 points. 45 points. Yeah, 45 points. Wouldn't that put me in a negative? Well, it put you in a negative, yes. Not me. I'd still be in 3 figures. I'm joking. The Daily Mail causes many, many things, mass hysteria and xenophobia more than anything else, but it doesn't cause a drop in the national average IQ. No. That was Michael Gove's job when he was Secretary of State for Education. Hey! I don't mean to have a go at gullible people. We can all be a bit gullible at times. Even I could be gullible. I mean, on my wedding night, I said I do, right? Lorraine Kelly, really? So I'm going to leave you with a story, a genuinely true story, not embellished at all, about my ever-so-gullible husband. We were in Glencoe. I don't know if you've ever been to Scotland or that part of Scotland. In my opinion, the most beautiful part of that country. Long sweeping roads, rolling hillsides, lots of sheep dotted along the top. So we're driving along these long roads, you know, fighting off hordes of angry, savage jocks. And I turned to Andy and I said, I was driving, did you know? I mean, that should have been the dead giveaway right there. Did you know? He should have been thinking to himself, oh aye, what shite she about to come out now? Hello. I said, did you know that sheep in Scotland have evolved to adapt to their natural living conditions? Really? Yes, it's true. It's absolutely true. They've evolved to have one set of legs on one side of their body shorter than the other, so that when they walk around the mountainside, they don't topple down. Yeah, it's true. And after a moment's hesitation, he looked at me and he said, well, what do they do if they want to go in the other direction? They reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a very kind audience. My name is Mhairi with a V. Thank you very much.